Hello friends, what we have seen yesterday? Hello? No one is responding. What is the problem? No one is responsive now. Hello friends. So I
तर
think yes.
ड्रिलिंग मशीनची डायग्राम वगैरे काढलं होतं.
Okay, good. So give some response. असं एकदम शांत का बसत जाऊ नका, बोलत जाऊ थोडंसं. त्याच्याशिवाय इंटरॅक्शन होणार नाही आणि फक्त ऐकत राहण्यापेक्षा मध्ये आधी बोलत जावा काहीतरी नवीन. तुमच्याकडून मला काहीतरी शिकायला मिळेल, माझ्याकडून तुम्हाला काहीतरी मिळेल. अदरवाइज अवर लेक्चर्स विल बी बोरिंग. Okay, only I am explaining from here and you are not talking anything, so you have to talk something whenever you have chance. So in previous lecture we have drawn two diagrams. First one is for lathe machine and second one is for
drilling machine.
Yeah, drilling machine. So these are very important machineries which is used in the workshops. So lathe machine is used to there are so many operations or operations can be performed on the lathe machine. So which are those operations?
Facing and turning.
Facing and turning. Then again, threading, knurling, grooving, chamfering, paper turning, plane turning. Okay, these are the operations, or these operations we can perform on the lathe machine. Okay. Then we have seen drilling machine. So what is the function of drilling machine?
Hole.
To,
Make
to produce hole. Okay, to produce hole to the workpiece. Okay, this one is the objective or the function of drilling machine. Okay, then which operations we can perform on that? So first one is the drilling, then reaming, counter boring, countersunk hole, counter bore hole. Okay, so these are the operations we can perform by using drilling machine. Then I think I have explained one more thing in last lecture. That is we have started welding processes. So in welding process, so what is mean by welding process? Yes.
joining
Joining up to
same metals.
metal piece.
Joining of two metal pieces permanently. So we call it as welding process. So welding can be performed by two ways. First one is the fusion welding and another one is the, here we have plastic welding or pressurized welding. Okay. So in fusion welding, we have two types, that is the arc welding and gas welding. Okay. And in resistance welding, we have spot welding. So out of this, we have seen one yesterday. What is the name of this? Arc welding. Okay. So this one is the diagram for arc welding. And I think we have seen video of this. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So arc welding is generally used, and this one is the transformer where current is supplied from this. Okay, so electrons flow from this cable to electrode holder and then this electrode rod. Electrode rod is mainly manufactured by carbide metals or same as that of workpiece. Okay. Then when current flows through that electrode to workpiece and it will again flow towards the transformer. So this circuit will complete. But when it transfers from this electrode, so there is 1.5 near about 3 millimeter gap is provided in between the workpiece and that electrode. So due to that the heat is generated here. Okay, heat will generate, and due to that heat this electrode and this workpiece both get melt. ओके, त्या इलेक्ट्रॉनच्या प्रवाहामुळे इथं जे वाहणारा करंट आहे, इथं गॅप आहे, एअर गॅप. सो त्या गॅपमुळे इथं तो जो फ्लो होणारा करंट आहे त्याच्यामुळे इथं हीट डेव्हलप होते, आणि त्या हीटमुळे दिस हीट इज नियर अबाउट 4000 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ओके, sometimes it may be more by 100 degree Celsius or 200 degree Celsius. Sometimes it will be less, but in general we can say 4000 degree Celsius. Okay. Okay. So due to that heat, the metal get melt. इथं जे असणारं मेटल आहे ते काय होते, मेल्ट होते. त्याचबरोबर जो इलेक्ट्रोड आहे हा सुद्धा काय होतो, वितळतो. मेल्ट होतो म्हणजे इट विल मेल्ट, म्हणजे ते वितळतो. when it melts the flux it means whatever coating is provided with that electrodeच्या वरती कोटिंग असतं. ओके, असते का नाही, बघितलं आपण दिवाळीमध्ये तारबाजा उडवतो बघा,
येस सर.
त्याच्यावरती कसं कोटिंग असतं, तशाच प्रकारचं कोटिंग या इलेक्ट्रोड वरती आहे. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ दॅट कोटिंग? सो व्हेन welding is going on, it produces gases here surrounding to it, and it prevent the interaction of that welding with the oxygen and nitrogen, and again it avoid the contact of some contaminated particles. Okay, it avoids the air gap. जर इथं ऑक्सिजन नायट्रोजनचा कॉन्टॅक्ट आला तर वेल्डिंग मध्ये गॅप्स क्रिएट होण्याची शक्यता असते. and then after this flux is what we can cover this welding. Okay, so whatever flux is there, this flux will cover the welding, and after completion of welding that flux will remove. Okay, so this is general process of arc welding. Is anybody having any doubt in that?
No sir.
Okay, so this is the simple one, first welding, or this is mostly used in industry or in our regular day-to-day life also. Now we will proceed for the next one. So this all is given here, you can read also. So what are the advantages? So equipments are cheap, versatile, simple and portable. Okay, ज्याला वेल्डिंग करता येते तो कोणी पण हा बिझनेस चालू करू शकतो, एवढे स्वस्त आहे ते. ओके, सो इट कम्स अंडर द फॅब्रिकेशन. ओके, जर एखाद्याला फॅब्रिकेशनचा बिझनेस करायचा असेल तर त्याच्यासाठी वेल्डिंग हे खूप महत्वाचं आहे. ओके, तर त्याच्यासाठी तुम्हाला वेल्डिंग मशीन ही पहिल्या सुरुवातीला परचेस करावी लागेल. Then welds at any position. It means it is not necessary that object should be flat, object should be vertical or something. It can be welded at any angle. Okay, so it provides design flexibility. Okay, then joints all commercial metal. It means whatever metals are available generally, so that all metals can be joined with this welding. Okay, then what are the disadvantages? It produces some smoke. Have you observed this smoke?
Yes sir.
येस सर.
ती जर डोळ्यामध्ये वगैरे केली आपल्याला डोळ्याशी त्रास होतो, डोळ्यांना आपले लाल होतात. Okay, so smoke produced in this welding which is harmful to health. Then electrode type choice is crucial. Generally for regular purpose, whatever is for local, they are not choosing any type of electrode. Okay, जे काय असेल माइल्ड स्टीलचं जे आहे, जे स्टीलचं इलेक्ट्रोड मिळतात ते घेऊन येतात. ओके, जास्त करून मंगल कंपनीचे आहेत बघा. ओके, पण ते काय जास्त सिलेक्शन करत नाहीत, त्याच्यामुळे हा क्रुशियल जो पार्ट आहे तो रेग्युलरचे जे लोक वापरतात वेल्डिंग करतात ते काय त्याचा जास्त विचार करत नाही. नीड टू रिमूव्ह स्लॅग इमिजिएटली ॲज इट मे ट्रॅप इन टू द वेल्ड. स्लॅग म्हणजे जे फ्लक्स वरून तयार होतं, पदरा जो तयार होतो तो वेल्डिंग केल्यानंतर आपल्याला काढावा लागतो लगेच. ओके. नॉट कन्व्हिनियंट फॉर डिसअसेंबली. Not convenient for disassembly. Assembly and disassembly means, assembly means joining two parts and disassemble means removing two parts or separate two parts. Okay. So this welding, after welding this, it is not easy to separate these two parts as it is. जर आपण वेल्डिंग केली तर जसेच्या तसे दोन पार्ट सेपरेट करणं याच्यामध्ये शक्य होत नाही. ओके. काही ना काही त्याच्यामध्ये प्रॉब्लेम्स राहतात. म्हणजे वेल्डिंग त्याच्यावरती राहतं किंवा इझिली आपण ते हे करू शकत नाही, त्यासाठी आपल्याला कटर यूज करावा लागतो. ओके. Now what are the applications? Actually some applications are given here, but it can be used everywhere. Maintenance and repair industries, naval industry, pipelines, construction of steel structure, weld carbon steel, low and high alloy steel, stainless steel, cast iron, aluminum, nickel, and copper alloys. Okay. So to weld these all, we can use this arc welding. Is that okay? Or somebody having any problem, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So next one is the gas welding. Okay, next type of welding is the gas welding. So have you seen gas welding before this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When sheet metals are, when we have to join sheet metals or some thin plates, at that time we are using this gas welding. Okay. In gas welding also we are filling some filler material. Okay. And in gas welding there are two cylinders, if you observed. So I will show you here. Now, see, this is the equipment. These are the equipments for the gas welding. So two cylinders are provided there, and two cylinder having different color. So one cylinder is coated with the black color, and another one is maybe red color. If it is acetylene, then it is coated with the red color. Okay. Then two tubes from the here. Two tubes from the cylinder. This black color cylinder, this black color cylinder contains oxygen. Oxygen is compressed in this cylinder, and here we have acetylene. See, instead of acetylene, we can use methane, propane. Okay. जे ज्वलनशील गॅस आहे acetylene. Okay. To consider only acetylene. Okay. So why we use acetylene? Because it gives a high temperature, near about 3200 degrees Celsius to 3500 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now here, these are the cables come out from the cylinder, and here we have, this one is the, what we can say, gun. Okay. So, or the torch. And these are the knobs which is provided here, or regulator, by using which we can regulate the flow of oxygen or acetylene. Get it? Here we have pressure gauges on the cylinders which shows pressure inside the cylinder. Okay. So this is the gas welding. I will show you video so you will understood easily. One second. See whether I have video. Is this visible?
Yes.
Gas welding. Now observe this gas welding, how it works. Okay. So this is the gas welding. Gas welding is also a type of fusion welding. Okay, here also we melt the workpiece and filler metal, and then we join two parts. So this is the gas welding. One second, here is one problem. Okay, now see here. So this one is the oxyacetylene welding here. So these points will cover in this video. It means this video will cover all things related to introductory part of gas welding. So you can observe here, these are the two cylinders. One is for oxygen and one is for acetylene. With the pressure, under pressure, water, that oxygen and acetylene is filled in these two cylinders. So they are, we have to keep in upright positions. When the gas is not in use, we have to close these taps. Okay, this is the pressure for oxygen, 2203 psi. And this one is the acetylene. So 250 psi pressure is with acetylene. So these are the pressure regulators. By using that pressure regulators, we can regulate the pressure of so this one is the handle, oxygen walls, and mixing chamber. If you observe here carefully, you will see two pipes. One came from the oxygen. One pipe is attached to the cylinder of oxygen, and it again connect with the torch. Okay. And another pipe comes from the acetylene cylinder, and it again connected to the torch. After this, there are two walls. Okay. This one is one wall. Here is another wall. By using this wall, we can regulate. It means we can increase or decrease the flow of oxygen or acetylene. So there are two walls here. One is here near to cylinder, and another one is near to on the torch. So it is not necessary for operator to go for each and every time to go towards the cylinder. Okay, he can operate or he can regulate the flow of oxygen and acetylene from the torch itself. Okay, so this one is the handle. And here we have mixing chamber. Mixing chamber, it means here two gases mix together. That is oxygen and acetylene mixed together, and then it will flow towards the torch, or it comes out from the torch. This is again same mixing chamber. So the mixing is very important. When the oxygen and acetylene are of same quantity, then it is natural flame. When oxygen is more, when in flame, when oxygen is more, at that time we can the flame is oxidizing flame. And when the acetylene is more than oxygen in the flame, then the flame will be carburizing flame. Okay. So these are the control valves again, which controls the flow of gases. This gas hoses, it means these are the pipes. But these pipes are not regular pipes which is using for to transfer water. These are very high strength pipes. So to ignite this, we require some lighter. We need some goggles and gloves of safety purpose. If we are working with the gas welding, gloves and goggles are required. So this data is related to the equipment of gas welding. Now working. Now how it works. So mixed oxygen and acetylene flow through the torch, and by using lighter we ignite these gases, and by operating these walls, okay, torch walls, we can change the type of flame. So it depends which flame we have to use. It depends on the metal thickness and how much heat we require. Okay, generally natural flame is used because it gives some heat near about 330 degrees Celsius. The carburizing flame and oxidizing flame use less temperature than this. So the metal plate and this filler rod is used to fill this material in the two parts where we have to make joint. Due to the melting of workpiece and this filler material, okay, the joint will be created after solid. First it melts and they will live for solidification. When they solidify, so the joint will create. Now, what are the advantages of gas welding? So it is easily portable, it is very less expensive and very affordable, easily maintained and repaired. It is a very simple piece of equipment. Then it is self-sufficient and does not really on other. It means if suppose there is no light, no current, at that time also we can use this gas welding. Okay. For the arc welding, the light or current should be there. Okay. Current should be there. The gas welding can be used without any external current. Now, what are the disadvantages? The metal joining rate is very slow, so the welding speed is slow. A skilled operator is required to operate this machine. The power density is low. The heat affected zone is large. Gas welding is not recommended for welding reactive and refractory. So mostly for thin materials, for example, the silencer of the motorcycle, some milk tanks, okay, or some sheet metal equipments can be joined by using this gas welding. Yeah, it's used in aircraft industries also. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
परत एकदा व्हिडिओ प्ले करू. Okay. See, once again, I will play this video.
Metals by heating them with a flame caused by a reaction of fuel gas and oxygen. The most commonly used method is oxyacetylene welding due to its high flame temperature. In this video we will cover the following about gas welding,
सगळ्यांना दिसतंय ना?
equipments of oxyacetylene welding, working
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
advantages, disadvantages,
ऐकू येतंय?
and applications. If you
Yes,
are
sir.
new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so that you will never miss an update. Gas welding equipments. Cylinders. In gas welding, there are two cylinders. One is of fuel gas and is of maroon color. The second one is oxygen gas and is black color. Oxygen and acetylene are stored under pressure in a steel cylinder. They are seized by the amount of oxygen or acetylene that they hold. Cylinders should always be secured and used in the upright position. When a cylinder is not being used, the valve cap should always be in place. Oxygen cylinders. They contain compressed oxygen at high pressure that can be as high as 2200 psi. All cylinders have valves and are fitted with a screw-on steel cap that protects the cylinder valve when the cylinder is not in use. Acetylene cylinders. These cylinders contain acetylene under pressure, made of steel and have cylinder valves. The cylinders contain porous filler material, which is fitted with acetone that allows the acetylene to be safely contained in the cylinder at 250 psi. Acetylene should never be used at a pressure that exceeds 15 psi, as it becomes highly unstable, which depending upon the condition could cause it to decompose and explode. Pressure regulators. For welding, the oxygen and acetylene are required at low pressure, but in the cylinders, they are filled in high pressure. So a pressure regulator is required to control the pressure of oxygen and acetylene before reaching the mixing chamber. Torch. The torch consists of the handle, oxygen and the fuel gas valves, and the mixing chamber. Inside the handle, there are tubes through which the oxygen and fuel gas flow. Mixing chamber. In this chamber, oxygen and fuel gas are mixed. In this mixing chamber, the ratio of oxygen and fuel gas is mixed according to the type of flame required, such as neutral, oxidizing or carburizing flame. Control valves. There are two control valves available in this torch. One is for the oxygen, and the second one is for fuel gas. These control valves are used to control the flow of oxygen or fuel gas to the mixing chamber. Gas hoses. The gas hoses are used to transfer oxygen and fuel gas from the cylinder to the welding torch. These hoses are color-coded for easy identification. This color coding varies from country to country. Nozzle. The mixture of oxygen and acetylene comes out of this nozzle. The mixture of these gases comes out in pressure from the nozzle and then is ignited by the striker. Goggles and gloves. In gas welding, goggles and gloves are used for the safety of the operator who does welding. They are used to protect the hand and eyes of the welding operator from radiation and heat of the flame. Working of gas welding. At first, all the equipment of gas welding is fitted properly and carefully. After that, a regulated pressure of gas and oxygen supplied to the torch where they are properly mixed. The mixture of fuel gas and oxygen is then ignited by the striker. Then the flame of the torch is controlled by different valves present in the welding torch. Based on the type of flame required, the valves are operated accordingly. If the neutral flame is required, then both the valves are opened equally. If the oxidizing flame is required, then the valve of oxygen is opened more. And if the carburizing flame is required, then the valve of the fuel gas is opened more. The flame is set as neutral, oxidizing, and carburizing based on the metal, its thickness, and some other welding conditions. If you want to know about types of flames in detail, the link will be provided in the description of this video. After that, the flame of the welding torch is moved along the line between the two metal plates. Along with the metal plates, a filler rod is also used, which is used to create a pool of molten material that will fill the gap between the two metal plates interface. The filler rod is moved along with the flame. The filler rod is kept at an angle of 30 degrees to 40 degrees, according to the welding technique being used. After moving the flame and filler rod along the line of two metal plates interface, the two metal plates join together because of the melting and solidification of metal plates interface and the filler rod. Advantages of gas welding. 1. It is easily portable. 2. It is very less expensive.
Stop the again.
And very affordable. 3. It can be easily maintained and repaired. 4. It is a very simple piece of equipment. 5. It is self-sufficient and does not rely on other equipment. Disadvantages of gas welding. 1. The metal joining rate is very slow, so the welding speed is low. 2. A skilled operator is required to operate this machine. 3. The power density is low. 4. The heat affected zone is large. 5. Gas welding is not recommended for welding reactive and refractory metals like titanium and zirconium. Applications of gas welding. 1. Used for joining thin materials. 2. Used for joining ferrous and non-ferrous materials. 3. Gas welding is used in sheet metal fabrication. 4. It is used in aircraft industries. If you like this video, click on the like button, and if you are new to this channel,
Okay. Have you understood gas welding?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
There is no specific diagram for the gas welding. This one is the diagram. So you can observe here different types of flames. There are 3 types of the flames we can create. So first one is the natural flame. So natural flame where the quantity of oxygen and acetylene is same at that time we get. So this is the inner white cone here. Here is one cone. If you observe gas welding, you will get one cone at the tip of the टॉर्च टॉर्चच्या टिपला असा एक कोन दिसतो, तुम्ही बघितलाय का?
Yes, sir.
So this one is the natural flame, and after that we can adjust the flow, or the operator can adjust the flow by using that knobs, okay, or the walls. So this one is the carburizing flame. So carburizing flames, it means it is the mixture of acetylene and oxygen, but the content of acetylene is more as compared to the oxygen. Okay. So when it can be used, the carburizing flame is used for welding high carbon steels. High carbon steels, it means the hardness of these carbons are high. Okay. You know that, I think you don't know. See, there is iron carbon diagram. So when we melt any component, so first it will reaches the structure of that is here 3 to 4 phases of the metals. तुम्हाला हे काही जास्त शिकणं गरजेचं नाही, फक्त जस्ट सांगायचं म्हणून सांगतो. ज्या वेळेला एखादा मेटल, एखादा वर्क पीस किंवा एखादा मेटल आपण वितळवतो, त्यावेळेला तो एकदम वितळलेल्या स्टेट मध्ये ज्या वेळेला असतो, जवळजवळ 1142 च्या वरती, त्यावेळेला तो ऑस्टेनाइट टेम्परेचरला असतो. त्याचं जे स्ट्रक्चर असतं ते कोणतं असतं? It is part of metallurgy actually. Austenite, then bainite, then perlite and martensite. Here at last martensite. When we heat this and we cool rapidly, so it will not go to bainite and perlite. It directly reaches to the martensite. And if such process occurs at that time, the material get harder. अशा वेळेला मटेरियल काय होते, एकदम हार्ड होते. दुसरी गोष्ट हार्ड करण्याची, एखादं मेटल जर हार्ड करायचं असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये आपण कार्बन पर्सेंटेज वाढवतो. ओके, जर मेटल मध्ये म्हणजे स्टील मध्ये कार्बन पर्सेंटेज आपण वाढवत नेलं तर ते मेटल हार्ड होत जातं. सो डोंट कन्फ्यूज इन हार्डनेस अँड टफनेस. टफनेस इज द अनदर थिंग, हार्डनेस इज द अनदर थिंग. ओके, हार्डनेस हार्डनेस म्हणजे ज्याच्यावरती आपण इझिली स्क्रॅचेस वगैरे पाडू शकत नाही. ओके, बट टफनेस इज नॉट दॅट थिंग. टफनेस मीन्स स्ट्रेंथ. Okay. If we have to manufacture the gear on the surface of gear, so gears are contact with the other gears. Okay, so the surface of the gear should require hardness, and the center of the gear require toughness. Do you get it? So for that reason, what happened? We heat the external part of the gear to the austenite temperature and cool rapidly, so it convert to directly to martensite state, and the outer surface of the gear will be hard. Okay, हे तुम्हाला समजलं नसेल एवढं जास्त, त्याची काही गरज नाही. This is related to material. Metallurgy is also one branch after mechanical. You can do your work in metallurgy also. Separate department in many colleges. Separate departments are available for metallurgy. Okay, so this is carburizing, and last one is the oxidizing plane. Oxidizing plane is useful for welding some non-ferrous alloys such as copper and zinc-based alloys. It means where we required to join such materials. At that time, we can use this oxidizing flame. Okay. So here we get temperature near about 3300 degrees Celsius. And then we have seen, actually, these are the advantages that we have already seen. So is anyone having any doubt in that? Yes? कोणाला काही शंका आहे का?
नाही. No, sir.
Okay, so do one thing. Please draw this drawing. Arc welding. Welding ची ड्रॉइंग काढायची राहिली ना कालची?
हा सर.
ती ड्रॉइंग काढा.
तर दोन्ही
हा, दोन्ही काढा. एका खाली एक काढले पाहिजे असं काय नाही, साईडला काढल्या तरी चालतील, पण दोन्ही काढल्या म्हणजे समजेल तुम्हाला. So I have provided one link on your in the teaching diary where you can upload your assignments. So can anyone please see whether the link will get open or not, and let me know whether the link working. फाईल क्रिएट करताना कमीत कमी मेमरीची असलेली अपलोड करा, म्हणजे दिसायला पण हवी आणि कमीत कमी मेमरीची. म्हणजे तुम्ही फोटो काढल्यानंतर इमेज काढल्यानंतर ती जवळजवळ मोठी इमेज येते, बरोबर आहे. त्याची साईज
तिथं दिसत नाहीये सर.
काय दिसत नाही?
लिंक
सर ते
नाही सर.
असाइनमेंट लिंक नाही अजून.
नाही दिसत.
नाही.
आताच टाकली होती. हेच राहिली. बघा शेवटच्या कॉलम मध्ये असाइनमेंट लिंक चेक खाली ब्लॅकच दिसते. दिसत
नाही सर.
नाही तर ठीक आहे, मी परत एकदा हे करतो, चेक करा नंतर. आणि इमेज काढायची, त्याचा स्क्रीनशॉट काढायचा आणि त्याची फाईल बनवून पाठवा शक्यतो. म्हणजे कमी स्पेस लागेल आपल्याला, कारण आपल्या सगळ्या डिव्हिजन एकच ठिकाणी एकत्रित घेणार आपण.
हो सर, आलं सर.
आली ना?
हो सर.
असाइनमेंट लिंकच्या खाली आहे बघा, असाइनमेंट / प्रॅक्टिकल सबमिशन. त्याच्या खाली एक लिंक दिलेली आहे, ती ओपन करून बघा. मला फिल करता येते का? चेक करा, फिल करता येते का?
नाही येत सर. नाही येत सर.
काय प्रॉब्लेम
नाही
आहे?
येत सर.
काय म्हणता तिथं प्रॉब्लेम?
दिस फॉर्म इज ओनली फॉर ओनर ऑफ दिस.
This form is only for the owner. Is there restriction not available?
The form can only be viewed by the user in the owner's organization.
ठीक आहे, मी एफ डिव्हिजनच्या मेलवर तयार केलेलं आहे, म्हणून तुम्हाला चेक करा. ठीक आहे, मी बघतो काय होतंय आणि मी तुम्हाला परत अजून सांगेन. ठीक आहे. माझ्याकडे तर होते तो पण, तुमच्याकडे तिकडे काय प्रॉब्लेम?
सर तुम्ही ते फॉर्म पब्लिक केले नाही.
केला होता सगळं, मी रेस्ट्रिक्ट नाही केलं का त्याला. ठीक आहे, मी चेक करतो. ठीक आहे, आता जर बऱ्याचशा स्क्रीन ओपन आहेत माझ्यासमोर, नंतर मी ते बघतो, चेक करतो आणि परत लिंक अपलोड करतो. ओके. डायग्राम झाली काढायची?
नाही सर.
ठीक आहे. From this chapter, 3 points remaining: resistance welding, soldering, and brazing. These are also small points. I will take attendance. MCQ चा अभ्यास करा थोडा जास्त. Focus on MCQs. If your exam will be, and so you have to focus on that. And with that, you learn these things also. तोपर्यंत मी अटेंडन्स घेतो. पुढे 22. Roll number 1,
Present, sir.
2, 2. Saidi,
Yes, sir.
3,
Yes, sir.
4,
Yes, sir.
5.
3 present, sir.
Okay, 5,
4 present, sir.
5, 6. Roll number 6, absent.
कशी बोलते बघितली आहे सकाळी मला
Seven.
त्रास लागेल माझा आणि माझा जीव होईल आणि
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, 8.
7 present, sir.
Okay, 8. Roll number 8, Tipali. 9,
Present.
10,
Present, sir.
11,
Yes, sir.
12,
Yes, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15, 15, absent. 16,
Yes, sir.
17,
Present, sir.
18,
Sir, roll number 8 present.
okay, 18, absent. 19,
प्रेझेंट
20,
Present, sir.
21,
Present, sir.
22,
Present, sir.
23,
Present, sir.
24,
Present, sir.
25,
Present, sir.
26,
Present.
28, 27 झाला. 27,
27 present, sir.
28, 28, 29,
Present, sir.
29,
Present, sir.
30, 30,
Present, sir.
30 आहे.
Present, sir.
31, 31, absent. 32, 32, 33,
Present.
34,
Present, sir.
35,
Present, sir.
36,
प्रेझेंट सर
37, 38, 38, 38 absent. 39,
36 प्रेझेंट सर
36 लावली किती वेळा सांगता. 39,
Present, sir. 37 is present, sir.
40, 40.
31 present, sir.
ओके ओके, प्रथमेश कळा.
Present, sir.
सर 36 प्रेझेंट सर 36 प्रेझेंट
अरे लावली 36 इंगळे लावली तुमची प्रेझेंट. 40,
37, sir, is present.
हा ठीक आहे लावली. 41, 41, absent. 42, 42,
Sir, 41 present.
42, absent. 43,
Present, sir.
44,
Present, sir.
45,
Present, sir.
46,
Present, sir.
47,
Present, sir.
48,
Present, sir.
49,
Present, sir.
50,
Present, sir.
51, 51. Absent. 52, 52. Absent.
Present, sir.
Okay. 53,
Present, sir.
54,
Present, sir.
55,
Present, sir.
56,
Present, sir.
57,
Present, sir.
58, 58. Absent. 59, 59. Absent. 60,
Yes, sir.
61,
Present, sir.
62,
Yes, sir.
63.
Present, sir.
Okay. So absent roll number, I will call absent roll number. Roll number 6, 15, 18.
सर
30.
6 रोल नंबर प्रेजेंट है.
Sir, 51 present.
रोल नंबर 15, 15, 18, 31, 32, 38, 42, 58, 59. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 मुलं अशी आहेत जी इथं आहेत पण त्यांचं अटेंडन्स त्यांनी दिलेली नाही.
सर
Yes.
ह्या चॅप्टरच्या नोट्स.
ठीक आहे, या चॅप्टरच्या नोट्स पण अपलोड करतो आणि याची एमसीक्यू पण अपलोड करतो मी. दोन्ही एकत्र
Okay,
करतो.
सर सबमिशन लिंक.
सबमिशन लिंक करतो की अपलोड केले, अपलोड पण रन होत नाही म्हणताय तुम्ही. बघतो मी काय
हा
झालंय.
सर रन होत नाही.
ठीक आहे, बघतो मी काय झालंय त्याला. आणि तुमचे सगळे असाइनमेंट एकदा लिंक दिली की सगळे असाइनमेंट त्यातच तुम्हाला हे करायचे परत. फक्त ड्रॉप डाऊन करायचं, तुमची डिव्हिजन सिलेक्ट करायची, त्यानंतर तुमचा रोल नंबर जिथे लिहिलाय तिथं तुमच्या डिव्हिजनचं नाव, त्याच्यानंतर रोल नंबर लिहायचं. त्याच्या खाली परत ड्रॉप डाऊन मध्ये असाइनमेंट नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 आणि त्याच्यानंतर प्रॅक्टिकल नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 जे काय असेल सबमिशन तुमचं त्याच्यावरती क्लिक करायचं. म्हणजे असाइनमेंट नंबर 1 असेल तर 1 ला करायचं क्लिक. ओके, आणि त्याच्या खाली त्याची फाईल अपलोड करायची. ओके.
ओके सर.
Okay, with this, we will stop here. We will, in next lecture, we will see another welding process, that is the spot welding or the resistance welding. Spot welding is under the resistance welding. Okay, so thank you all of you.